Okay, today we're covering lesson 6-1, how do you solve two-step equations? And the reason we're learning this, many real-world situations can be modeled with two-step equations or equations with multiple steps. Let's say, for example, you adopt a puppy from an animal shelter and you buy 3 bags of puppy food. You can remember the adoption fee was $125. And you know you spent a total of $154.97, but you can't remember how much each bag of dog food was. You can make that an equation, solve for that missing information, and that way you'll know for future reference. So let's take this example and let's take it from the story form to kind of break it down into a simpler linear form, and then we'll make it an equation. So we have our total cost, we have our adoption fee, and we know we bought 3 bags of food. My total was $154.97. My adoption fee was $125, and I know I bought 3 bags of food. I'm trying to figure out how much each bag of food costs, so I'm solving for that F. And what's going on here with 3 and F, we're multiplying it. When I have a number right next to a variable, that means they're multiplied together. So again, same thing when we were solving one-step equations, we had to isolate our variable. And when I'm isolating my variable, I am kind of undoing what's being done to that variable. So I need to do orders of operation in reverse. So orders of operation, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, parentheses, exponents, multiply or divide, add or subtract. When we're getting a variable alone, we're going in reverse. We're going to kind of do it, and we are going to do it in the opposite direction. So instead of dividing this first, I'm going to do this addition, the reverse of this addition part first. So the reverse of adding 125, I'm going to subtract 125 from both sides of my equation. So, on this side of my equation, I am left with 3F. And on my other side, I'm subtracting 0.00, 7 minus 0, 7, 9 minus 0, 9, 4 minus 5, I'm going to have to borrow, 14 minus 5 is 9. 4 minus 2 is 2, and I have $29.97. That was equal to my 3 bags of dog food. And now I'm doing the reverse of the multiplication going on with 3F, so I'm going to divide both sides by 3 to isolate my variable. Now, when I divide, I have $9.99 for each bag of puppy food. And I can check my answer when I plug in 9.99, where this F is. I have it equal on both sides. I would have $154.97 on each side of my equation, and that is equal, so we're good. Let's try another example. Okay, we have a problem we need to solve. 4G plus 11.6 equals negative 23.2. So, first thing I'm going to do, again, reverse of our normal order of operations. We're going to subtract this 11.6 on both sides first. And I'm left with, on this side of the equal sign, I have 4G equal to negative 23.2 minus 11.6. When I have a negative and then I'm subtracting a positive, I'm actually going to add those numbers together and get a bigger negative. So 6 plus 2 is 8, 3 plus 1 is 4, and 2 plus 1 is 3. So I have 4g equals 34.8. Now again, to isolate g, I'm going to divide now, because the opposite of multiplying 4 and g would be dividing. And I'm left with g equals 34.8 divided by 4, which is 8.7. G equals 8.7. I'm going to double check my answer, plugging in 8.7 where G is in my original equation. So 4 times 8.7 plus 11.6. Oh, and I had made a mistake. This number here was negative. So when I divided, this would have been negative. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. So I made a mistake there. Alright, fixing it now. Alright, 4 times negative 8.7 plus 11.6 equals negative 23.2. Another example why it's important always to check your answer. Okay, so checking my answer, I do need to stick to the order of operations we know. So on this side, I need to multiply first. So I have 4 times negative 8.7, which is negative 34.8, plus 11.6. Now I'm adding a negative and a positive, which means I'm actually going to take away and give it the sign of my bigger value. Do I have more negatives or more positives? 34.8 minus 11.6 gives me 23.2. And in my addition problem, I had more negatives than positives, so this is going to be negative. And that is equal to negative 23.2. So we're good. Let's try another example. Suppose you buy a slice of pizza for $1.50. You also split the cost of renting a movie with 2 friends. At the end of the day, you spend a total of $2.75. What was the total cost of the movie rental? Okay, kind of organizing our data. We know there was a slice of pizza, and we know there was 1/3 of a movie rental. If you split it between yourself and 2 others, there were 3 people contributing, and if you split it evenly, that would be 1/3 of the movie cost. And then you spent a total, that was $2.75. Okay, so we had $1.50 plus our movie rental divided by 3 people equals a total of $2.75. So first step to isolate M is going to be to subtract 150 from both sides. And I'm left with M divided by 3 equals 5, 2, 1, 125. And now to get rid of this M divided by 3, I'm going to multiply by 3. If I do it on one side, I have to do it on both sides to keep my equation equal. And now I have M equals 125 times 3, which is $3.75. Alright. So we have gone over 2-step equations. I hope you feel very confident in them. And make sure main thing you need to remember when you're solving for a variable, we do the reverse order of operations. And then to check your answer, make sure you're following the correct order of operations. And if you need any further notes on that, let me know, and we'll go further into that part. So I'll see you soon. Have a great day. Bye.